Good afternoon. This is Matthew Lindsay with Precision Home Group. I am down here at Hair Science Barber Shop. Check it out, Hair Science Barber Shop. We're down here on the corner of 15th and C Street. Lift you guys up there. Check it out, 15th and C Street. We are coming to you live, all four of us, everybody involved in Operation R3born. We are here today, introduce you to everybody who was here from the beginning, helping start this. We're gonna tell you what it is, we're gonna tell you what it's all about, what we're doing, and we're gonna introduce you to everybody individually. So let's get started with Operation R3born and who is who, what is what, and what we're trying to do. So Operation R3born, here's Hair Science. Right here, corner of 15th and C. So let's head inside Hair Science, check it out, see what's going on. We're gonna go talk to Jerry Feta with Wealth Dynamics and Cliff Goffner with Alaska Management Group first, and then check in with Sean. Welcome to Hair Science, guys.
What's up?
How's it going? How you doing?
So we have Jerry Feta here and Cliff Goffner.
How's it going, guys? Hey, be sure to share this. We want to get the word out about Operation R3born.
That's a little button right next to there that says share and like. Hit the like button, hit the share button. Super simple.
If you hit view and you didn't hit like and share, it's the same motion. Let's do it. Let's get it rolling.
No excuses.
No excuses at all.
So we've been promoting Operation R3born, guys, but we want to bring you into Hair Science. We want to bring you to ground zero, where it's happening, what's going on. So, Jerry, what is it? What is Operation R3born?
Man, so Operation R3born is a project that we have this week. It's 11 a.m. Sunday here at Hair Science, 15th and C. And so we're going to be feeding, grooming, and empowering at-risk youth in the community, homeless in the community, really to get them back into the workforce, get them back into productivity. And it was actually Cliff's idea.
We're back. We're still here. No worries.
No calls during this.
No calls during this.
So do you want to share what your inspiration was behind this?
Yeah, so essentially what happened was I keep seeing people post on their news feeds and Facebook and, all the Twitters and everything else that, they're sick of the crime, they want to do something about it, but all they're doing is being keyboard cowboys. They're just complaining about it, saying nobody else is doing anything about it, wanting others to do it for them. So I basically just reached out to a lot of different business owners that I work with on a daily basis and interact with and have been impacted by this and said, step up. So we had an initial meetup. We had a lot of individuals interested in it. And we really came down to 4 key players in this that share this ideology with us, that want to improve Anchorage and improve the community by empowering these individuals that might have a little bit less, might have some disadvantages going on, and giving them the tools they need to take the step up. This is a little bit different. We're not giving them handouts. We're giving them a step up. That way they can make it for themselves.
I love that. And really what we're trying to do is make this a recurring monthly thing. So if we can have it to where people are coming in every month, they're learning, they're being taken care of, the idea is we're going to have a pool of those individuals that they get it. It really clicks. And so, Matt, you kind of had a vision for this that I thought was cool, but do you want to share what you want to see this grow into?
Yeah, so I want to see a full-fledged job fair. I want to see people coming in that need that work, who, want to aspire to do bigger and better things, support themselves, their families, those around them, and come in and actually find a job with an employer here locally in the Anchorage area, going to be able to, plug into a system and be able to find that employment. And we want to be that event here monthly where, both employers can come and people who need employment can come, get matched up, and just create this job fair for people to come and connect with each other.
Absolutely.
And I love, so this is all come together, the things that we're looking for at this point. It's not money, it's not food, it's not people that are coming and helping out. It's really those that are sharing and willing to promote this.
Yeah.
And then I think the other component to this is we're looking for employers that are willing to hire. We're in an economy right now where, there's work. Not everyone sees it. I believe it. Matt, you've seen work. Cliff, you see work.
Absolutely.
And so I know my biggest problem as an employer is it's hard to find people that are willing to put the work in. And so I think from this pool, we're going to have a lot of hungry people.
Yeah,
people
sure.
that are ready for a job, they're ready to get it done. And one thing that was inspiring to me when we first talked about this is I think the amount of endurance that it takes to be homeless and to live in that lifestyle. If you can do that, you pretty much can do anything. Like the amount of energy you got to have, the amount of persistence and perseverance. So we get people that are in that spot, they have that quality, and just realign and refocus. I think those people kill it in the workforce.
Oh yeah, definitely.
For sure. I mean, they got that hunger that, you know, they just keep going, like you're saying, with that endurance. So I think this is going to be a really good opportunity for people to come out and connect. You know, we really have a heart for the city. This isn't like us coming out, you know, trying to do anything other than just be here for the community. And we just really want to pour that in, and, you know, we want to affect a change. And so we want to be that positive change, that positive influence, because there's so much negativity out there.
And Matt, you talked to one thing that I was just thinking of. You talked to a couple of people that have tried to back events like this.
Yeah.
And the biggest problem was that you said the implementation wasn't there, and it's not repetitive enough. It doesn't happen frequently enough.
Yeah.
Can you kind of speak to that and how we're solving that problem?
Yeah. So one of the biggest struggles is for some type of, you know, larger nonprofit, some type of government organization, any type of thing like that that gets behind any type of these events is, you know, they just don't see enough action being taken. They'll have someone who pitch them ideas all day about this great grand event that they're going to put on, but either A, it never happens, or they do one and they withdraw and never do it again, and that leaves a bigger void in the community because people come to rely on things like that. And so a lot of things going on right now is, you know, is that people saying I'm going to do this and don't come through on it, or they just do one and they're done. Our goal, our mission, and what we will do is we are here committing to do this event monthly so that we can come to you and we can provide all these different services that we will be providing at our event. And so we're here monthly, we're establishing, we're making the commitment. We just ask that you make your commitment to us.
Yeah, I think that's a huge factor is if we're asking these individuals in these situations to step up, you know, we as business owners, as, you know, entrepreneurs, as the leaders of our communities, we also need to step up. Mm-hmm. We need to make sure that we hold ourselves accountable to better our community.
Love it.
Yep.
So quit being a keyboard cowboy. I love that phrase.
Keyboard cowboy.
So guys, again, this is 11 a.m. It's this Sunday, 11 to 3. We have a food vendor that's already going to be there. Who's our food vendor?
It's AJ's Barbecue. They're located right off of 88th and Lake Otis. Best barbecue in Alaska. Super saucy. So if you like the dry barbecue, that's not your place. But if you like the wet barbecue, it is the best barbecue in Alaska.
Right on.
So we got barbecue, and then we're in Hair Science now. So in a second, can we kind of show them what's going on here, what this looks like?
We're gonna give them a live tour.
I want you to understand, these are really good haircuts. Like, we're not just in someone's garage with buzzers going at it. Like, this is where I go, this is where Matt goes, this is where Cliff goes. This is the place to have your haircut done in Anchorage.
Yeah, for sure. And then, you know, that brings us into our third event. So first, we talked about the food. We talked about the haircuts, the grooming, the, you know, cleaning people up. And our third event is that empowering and equipping, you know, and Jerry here has a product that he has for sales training. I'll let him talk to that. But we're also looking at bringing in applications from employers looking to hire, resume building, professional skills. One of the biggest things that I'm most excited about is bringing in special guests every month to talk to you about, you know, that mindset switch. How do I go about changing my life? How do I make that decision for myself before I'm taking outside actions? You need to change yourself first. So how do you do that? And we're really stoked, really excited to talk to you about that.
And I think this time we have Ken Miller. If you guys don't know Ken Miller, he owns Denali. Is Denali FSP, right, Sean? Ken's company? Denali?
Yes.
Yeah. And so Ken's actually a nonprofit consultant. He helps with fundraising, but he's going to come in and speak. And like Matt said, like, people that have actually been through it. So I've spoken with Ken. The dude is intense. He was homeless. He went through a lot of the same struggles. So the authenticity of that story, being able to talk to individuals that are in that place and say, dude, I've been there. I know exactly what it feels like. And this is how I got out. And this is what it's going to take for you to get out as well. There's a lot of relatability there. And then one of the things that I'm pumped about is we basically have, while people are getting their haircuts, like a captive audience.
Yeah.
Yep.
So we're going to sit down, we're going to have Ken there speaking, we're going to have applications and resumes, we're going to have Wealth Dynamics University going so that people can learn about how do I start becoming productive, what does sales look like, how do I change my mindset, how do I get motivated, just really putting good content and good information in front of them. And we want it to be things, we spoke specifically about, it needs to be things that they can take back with them, do it in the meantime before next month's event, make progress and show up and say, hey, I did this.
And I've actually had a couple of people approach me, you know, I went out to some of the missions like Beans Cafe, handing out flyers, getting, you know, mingling and talking with some people. And, you know, some of the people, they hear sales training, they're like, I'm not a salesman, I don't need this, but, you know, and Jerry, you can talk and listen, you too, Cliff, but you got to sell yourself every day, right? Like if you interview.
Everything in life is a sell. Everything.
So those people that think that, hey, this training, maybe that's not for me, you know, it is exactly for you, and we would love to help you out.
And so what this kind of looks like, it's going to be broken down into video segments, and it basically just starts with mindset.
Mm-hmm.
So a lot of, and it's not just people that are in the homeless community. We've all had this mindset where we were struggling and we started agreeing with it. Like, oh yeah, this is me, this is what I do, this is what I'm like. And really it's not true, but it's something that we buy into, and because of that, it continues to be true. And so initially just that mindset shift, showing people the little tiny things they're capable of, where like, hey, if this is my identity, then how is it that I can do this? Because this over here is great, and I just thought I wasn't great, so how did I produce this thing? And that's physical proof. So we want to start at a gradient and really just work people through. So like this first phase, you know, one of our big pushes is to get people in a position where they have resumes ready to roll. They're going out, they're submitting applications to employers, and that way we can take them back through the next time and say, all right, you got the interview, this is what we need to do next in order to secure that position. And that really is a sale.
Yeah.
We've all had, I think the three of us have had bad interviews, like people that come in and it's like, come on, man.
Yeah, there's definitely those you see where you just shake your head at the end and say, really? Really? So equipping these individuals with the tools they need to sell themselves when they're looking for a job is going to be huge.
Yeah.
Making sure that they can not only just, you know, take the step out to go hand off a resume, but when they get that call back, they can go in and they can close it and get the job.
That's awesome. That's amazing.
One thing I wanted to hit, because me and you talked about this, this is kind of a unique event in the sense that the things that most nonprofits are looking for, we're not looking for.
That's
so
right.
We're not asking
Totally.
for money. We're not asking for donations. We're not even asking for people to come in and help. So if somebody's like, we've had a couple people that are watching on past videos and they're like, hey, I want to do X, Y, Z. What are the best things that if you're watching, you can do, this person that's watching can do and help support this?
Yeah, that's a good point there, good question. So the best thing that you can do is, I'm gonna give you three things actually.
Three.
So first, you're gonna share this. You're gonna comment, you're gonna like, you're gonna share, you're gonna help us get this word out there, right? So that's the number one thing, share this video. Number two is we're gonna post the flyer of this as a comment. You can find it on any of our personal pages. That flyer, I want you to go ahead and print that out. Print that flyer out and then go find someone to give it to. You know, print 10 out, print 15 if you have a color printer, if you have a black and white print, I don't care. Just print it out and get that flyer out there, right? So we want you to, and then I also want you to share that flyer. So we're sharing the video, we're sharing the flyer, and we're printing and getting that out there.
I like it. So share the video, share the flyer, hand that flyer to somebody. That's our biggest thing. We're going to be here Sunday.
Yep.
People are going to show up. Even if they didn't, we'd still be here. And so we need to make sure that you guys get as many people to this event as possible. We're working towards that. So I mean, if you're driving to work tomorrow and you see that guy on the side of the road, stop and give him the flyer.
Yeah.
You know, tell him what's going on here and let him know, hey, you can come get your hair cut. There's going to be food. We're going to get you in the workforce. And just make sure that it's out there. Maybe it works, maybe it doesn't, but if we don't say anything, guaranteed it doesn't work.
And no action equals failure every single time.
Right on. You have anything else that you want to throw on, Jay, before I give them a tour of the barbershop here?
Man, I think that's kind of it. I want to have them see Sean at work.
Okay.
Let's do it.
You, Cliff, anything?
No. Let's
Okay.
go ahead and see it.
Right on. So here is Hair Science. We have the barber shop. You can see how many chairs we have. Think of all those full. We want to see all of them full. Sunday. all be full. We have Sean here. Sean
What's
with
up?
Hair Science.
What's going on, guys?
He's at work here.
Little Facebook family.
So Sean, we got a chance to share with people
For sure.
what Operation R3born's all about. I didn't know if you had any words for us.
Always, man. So definitely it's been a pleasure working with these guys, and we just want to empower our community. Everything that's been said, I'm just going to kind of reiterate what's already been out there. But our portion as far as Hair Science is, of course, being a helping hand, helping heart. We're always really into the community. And then, of course, cutting some heads. There's nothing that can make a person feel better, faster than looking good and feeling good. So we want to do that to people. Some guys haven't been taking the best care of themselves. Some guys can't afford it. So we got it. We're comping all the haircuts. So who's ever there, and to however late we need to be there, we're going to make sure everybody gets hooked up with a nice haircut. We'll have hairdressers as well. So if women need to come out, they can also come out. We'll make sure that they get tidied up as well. Okay, so that's the big thing, man. So like the guys have already said, we're kind of footing the bill, we are footing the bill on this. So we don't need any donations at this point, monetarily wise. We just need, if you've got a heart for this and you want to come out, we will not turn down help. We'll find something for you to do, if that's taking out the trash, if that's sweeping the floor, if that's just hanging up a coat, whatever. And then we just need people to share it and make it bring awareness to what we're doing, okay? That's the biggest thing that you could do, whether it's this post or the 10,000 other ones that we posted. We have flyers all over the place. You can go to my page, Matt's page, Hair Science page, and it's everywhere. Alaska Management Group, Wealth Dynamics. We've really been doing our best to really get the word out there. And long term, this is not a one-time event. I don't know if that's been expressed or not, but we're looking at doing this every single month. So definitely, if you can't make it to this one, for whatever reasons, definitely think about trying to help us out in whatever ways you can for the next events, man. So we're looking forward to it. I'm super excited. We have another barber. His name is James Combs. Is that right? James Combs? Jeremy or James? Okay. Well, what he does is he goes all around the world pretty much doing cuts for homeless people, different backgrounds and those type of stuff. Different, you've been to Paris, now you wanted to come up to Alaska. So the Wool Project, the Wool Sock Project, it's a nonprofit out here. They contacted us because they've heard word of mouth of some of the things that we're doing. And he just happened to be in at the right time. This dude got like 108,000 followers, more pictures with Morgan Freeman, all kind of stuff like that. So he'll be one of our guest barbers there helping out. And like I said, it'll just be a lot of barbers with the right mindset, the right heart, trying to empower and trying to motivate whoever wants to listen to a good, encouraging word. And it'll just be a lot of good energy, good food. AJ's Barbecue is the bomb. So I think you'll enjoy that. And then we just want to, like I said, Hair Science want to just help in whatever way we can. If that's a haircut, that'll be a haircut. If that's just shaking a hand, giving a hug, we're there for that too. Okay? All right, man. So looking forward to seeing you guys. It is February 11th at 11, really easy. 12/11 at 11, from 11 to 3 at this point. And like I said, after you guys get out of church or whatever your little Sunday ritual, definitely come on down and try to support the movement, okay?
Right on. Where's that located? What's the address here?
It is 203 West 15th, Suite 108, on the corner of 15th and C. Is the easiest way to remember it. And I'm sure there'll be a ton of cars in the parking lot. It'll be a big old tent out in the parking lot as well, so it'll be very hard to miss. Right on the corner of 15th and C, a business called Hair Science.
Right on. Jerry, Cliff, you guys have anything before we let people go?
Share this like crazy. We got, what, 3 days?
We got 3
days.
days.
Yeah,
It's Sunday.
it doesn't cost you anything to share. I'm going to get back into there. We go.
There you are.
Get in here, Matt. Doesn't cost you anything
there
to
we
share.
go.
Get it out there. Make sure people know. Make sure that the entire city of Anchorage is aware of this event. And that happens by you, me, Matt, Cliff, everyone that's watching, making sure this word gets out.
Yep. What we got here, we have any comments? Good stuff, guys. Hey, appreciate that. Let us know if you guys have any questions or comments. We're always here. We will respond to you as quick as we can. But for now, you guys stay great. We look forward to seeing this shared everywhere. I want to see this on every page we can. And we'll see you on Sunday.
See you
Operation
Sunday.
R3born.
Yes, sir.
Better together, guys.